This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, how there, ho there, it's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to another Sports Catastrophe on this day. And on this day, January 23rd, 1984, one of the greatest WWE title runs of all time started. I know that professional wrestling is not really a sport per se, but I mean, it made the headlines in a lot of cities and all that, and started the wrestling boom of the mid 80s. So anyway, Hulk Hogan was the WWE champion. He got his first title reign. Now Hulk was in the WWF before 1984, but he went to AWA after Vince McMahon Sr. didn't like the fact that Hulk was actually taking time off to shoot Rocky 3 as Thunder Lips. So he basically banished him, all that. However, when Vince Sr. died and Vince Jr. took over the company, Vince decided to make Hulk Hogan the showpiece in a wrestling boom. Now, the WWE title is prestigious in a sense. At that time, the champion was the Iron Sheik, a well-hated heel or bad guy, because he was having the virtues of Iran being number one in America fully at the time that there was the Iranian hostage crisis. So anyway, the Iron Sheik was champion because in late December 1983, he upset the guy who had a 4-year run with the title, Bob Backlund. Bob Backlund had the WWE title for 4 years. And basically, he was a good All-American guy, and he was pretty much a face, or a good guy. Unfortunately, Iron Sheik shocked everyone by beating Bob Backlund by putting him in the camel clutch and all that. And basically, Arnold Scarlett, the second, or the manager of Bob Backlund during the towel, Bob Backlund would not forget that move. Even so much 10 years later, to put Arnold into a chicken wing hold. Anyway, the fact was that Iron Sheik was a champion, the first heel champion in a while. But anyhow, they needed someone to take him down. A peg or two. Backlund could have tried to regain his title, but I think he failed. And then the WWE decided to put Hulk in such a way. Hulk became a face. And all that. By saving Bob Backlund, January 7th, 1984, from an assault by the Wild Samoans. And then 3 weeks later, January 23rd, 1984, he would face the Iron Sheik in a match at Madison Square Garden. Hogan was the last minute replacement for Backlund. And the match was huge, but Iron Sheik put Hulk in the camel clutch. Unfortunately, there is a blooper that WWE obviously won't show, but it's out there. Is that Iron Sheik, when he put Hulk in a camel clutch, for some strange reason, he had an erection. Hopefully, fans don't go looking for that clip. But anyhow, it didn't matter as Hulk escaped the camel clutch, put Iron Sheik in the ropes, boom, he hurt him, and then the leg drop, game over. And Iron Sheik lost. Hulk did it. Commentator Grill Monsoon proclaimed, Hulkamania is here. Hogan frequently referred to his fans as Hulkamaniacs and had his 3 commandments: training, saying your prayers, and eating your vitamins, and believing oneself. So basically, he had a big job and all that. Unfortunately, Hulk would have the same moves. Basically, he would lose momentum and then get a second wind by hulking up, pointing at the opponent, shaking his finger, 3 punches, Irish whip, the boot, big boot, and a running leg drop. and all that. So anyway, that was actually the start of something good for the WWE because it brought this guy who could bring wrestling into the mainstream, and it sure did with Hulk's momentum and all that. WrestleMania was born. They even had a wrestling card on MTV and brought it into pop culture. What else could he do, man? Anyhow, the WWE was going strong. Hogan had a 4-year run with the title, and they were just capitalizing on his good personality and all that. Heck, during the 4-year title run, he took down Andre the Giant. Although, of course, Andre the Giant was in terrible physical shape and he asked to be body slammed by Hulk. Regardless, Hulk still had the title, but then Andre the Giant got the title back in 1988 thanks to some trickery by Ted DiBiase and a few other people. So Hulk lost the title to Andre. He had a chance at a WrestleMania 4 tournament to get it back. Unfortunately, he and Andre were paired up with each other and they both got disqualified. But anyway, Hulk would not sit idly by. He would still be in the WWE. He would go off making movies, but he would come back. He wouldn't regain the title until 1989 when he took down Randy Savage, losing that title in Toronto at WrestleMania 6 against the Ultimate Warrior, and then gaining it back under weird circumstances in 1991 against Sergeant Slaughter because of WWE using the Iraq War as a money-making scheme. And then in '93, he got the title away from Yokozuna by stupid means. I think his backstage politics meant that he didn't want Yokozuna to keep the title. And of course, Hulk called Yokozuna that Jap in an interview. Man, how bad could it be? Anyway, Hulk would leave WWE for 9 years, come back, win the WWE title somehow against Triple H. I mean, gosh, Triple H in 2002. Why would he was good back then? And then losing it to the Undertaker. But still, Hulk is a WWE icon. I know that there have been times that he's actually been kicked out of WWE for his sex tape and all that. But he's back. So you gotta get used to that. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.